World champion in question is Britain's WBO bantamweight title holder, Duke McKenzie. McKenzie, a professional for 10 years, was British flyweight champion in 1985, and the following year took the European title from Charlie Magri.
And suddenly, Charlie's European title is hanging by a thread.
In 1988, McKenzie became a world flyweight champion, beating Rolando Bohol of the Philippines.
Got him! Over he goes in the 11th round.
Then 2 years ago, McKenzie moved up a weight to become the WBO bantamweight champion. He's defended it twice, last time against Wilfredo Vargas.
And he's gone. This is the end. Vargas all over the place. He won't get through this.
McKenzie's opponent tonight for his third defense, the unbeaten Rafael Del Valle from Puerto Rico. Live to the Royal Albert Hall in just a moment. Fight Britain's Duke McKenzie against Rafael Del Valle of Puerto Rico for the WBO bantamweight crown. And waiting for us at ringside is Harry Carpenter.
And we're all set to go, Des. Our MC is Mike Shinfield.
Now, gentlemen, please. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the main event on this evening's program. National Promotions proudly present a bantamweight contest of 12 3-minute rounds, a match made at 8 stone 6 pounds for the WBO Bantamweight Championship of the World. Presenting and introducing in this corner, ladies and gentlemen, the challenger from Puerto Rico, Rafael Del Valle. And from Croydon, ladies and gentlemen, the bantamweight champion of the world, Duke McKenzie. At the weigh-in today at the Odeon West End, Del Valle scaled 8 stones 5.5 pounds, McKenzie 8 stones 5 pounds. The officials for this contest appointed by the WBO. The judges are Ove Overson of Denmark, Andre van Grutenbrul from Belgium, Sherman McBride from the United States. The referee is Mr. Michael Fisher from Germany, and the supervisor in charge, Mr. Bill Sheeran from Ireland. The timekeeper, Mr. Bob Edgeworth from England. Thank you.
So both boxers, just a fraction inside the 8 stone 6 pound limit, the bantamweight limit. And a surprise challenger here, Rafael Del Valle, unknown in this country. In fact, it's the first time he's ever fought outside his own country of Puerto Rico. Only 12 contests, but said to be a useful prospect. Well, he'll need to be if he's going to beat Duke McKenzie, who's making his third defense tonight of this title. Second time he's been world champion at different weights. McKenzie from the left against Del Valle.
Seconds out.
McKenzie in the green trunks, 29 years old now, stands 5'7", taller than Del Valle, who's only 22. This is a 12-rounder. Del Valle's never been involved in a fight of that length before. In fact, he's only had one 10-rounder, which he won on points. He's been a pro just 3 years. McKenzie is in his 10th year as a professional, and tonight is his 7th world title fight. And he's won 5 of the previous 6. The name of Jessica on the waistband of McKenzie's trunks, that's the name of his baby daughter. McKenzie will take his time here, sizing up this man. He's seen a film of Del Valle fighting that 10-rounder against Juan Carrazo, another Puerto Rican, who in fact appeared in 2 world title fights. He didn't win a world title, Carrazo, but he was in 2, and a little short punch puts McKenzie on the floor in the first round, and he looks a bit shocked and hurt. he's up at 8. He knew exactly what he was doing. But that, he's gone. Left hook, and suddenly the surprise of the year is upon us. A man in only his 13th fight has knocked out the world champion, Duke McKenzie, inside a round. That is a most amazing upset. And the whole of the Albert Hall, apart from the celebrating Puerto Ricans, the Albert Hall has gone very quiet, and the stricken McKenzie is being tended by a doctor. We made the time 1 minute and 57 seconds. That is a very, very short world title fight. McKenzie never threw a punch. He took his time sizing the man up, and suddenly, as we shall see now, was caught cold. Thumping right hand, following left hook, swept him off his feet. Another one helped him on his way, and he went down on his side, and he was never going to get up from that. And he'd previously been put down for a count of 8. He took most of it, knowing exactly where he was. That was a good 3-punch combination. And McKenzie is still down and beaten in under 2 minutes. That is a sensational win by Rafael Del Valle, 22 years old, from Puerto Rico. In only his 13th fight, his 13th win, and that's his 9th win inside the distance. Mickey Duff, the manager of McKenzie, I was going to tell you, as a matter of fact, in that first round until it all exploded, Duff had warned McKenzie.
Del Valle of Puerto Rico. Well, we're told that Duke McKenzie took a little time to recover in the ring, as you saw. He's perfectly okay. That's very good news. But let's hear now from promoter Mickey Duff talking with Harry Carpenter.
Mickey, that's a terrible shock defeat for Duke. First of all, is he all right?
Yes, he's fine. He's just in shock. He can't believe it's happened. He went down from a jab, rather stiff jab.
Yeah, we can show you that, actually. It was, in fact, a good left jab. You'll see it coming up here. Just give us your account of this.
Well, they're moving.
That's the one. Now, that's a fair left jab, isn't it?
Fair, nothing great. Nothing great. It's a good jab. I wouldn't say it's a great jab.
Now, I got the impression that he took his time about getting up because he wanted to take the full rest. Was that your impression?
That was my impression at the time, but seeing how he succumbed so quickly, he must still have been hurt when he got up. He was obviously still dazed because it didn't take a lot more to put him down again.
Right, we can show you the second knockdown and the final one. Here it comes. First punch, a really good punch, was the right hand.
Yes, my concern is that the right hand he made no attempt to get out the way of, which tells me he was still in shock from that jab he went down from earlier, because there was no reflex action at all of him pulling his head away.
Now, I remember you saying to me before that, because everybody said, who the hell is this fellow, Del Valle, where has he come from, only 12 fights? But I remember you saying that he wasn't a bad opponent. You'd seen something on film, I think.
Yeah, I'd seen him in film, and anybody that wins Pan American medals and does well in those things and has 90-odd fights as an amateur, particularly from Puerto Rico, and he's a little fella, he turns pro, an accomplished fighter, as soon as he's turned pro. If he's had 12 fights, by then he's been well inducted. But
having said all that, this is still an astonishing result, isn't it?
Oh, sure. I saw 2 tapes of him, and I knew he was a capable fighter, but I didn't think he could beat Duke McKenzie. I still don't know how he beat Duke McKenzie.
Was there